Let's work this question using the LIFO method of inventory valuation. So this is our form. We have the date column. That will be the date that the transaction took place. We have the purchases section. Under units, we're going to put the amount of units, the quantity of units that was purchased. Cost price, that will be the cost per unit that was purchased. And the total value would be the units times the cost price. Under our sales section, again, we have the units. That will be the number of units that was sold. We have the selling price, which would have been the selling price per unit. And our total value, which will be the units times the selling price. Under the balance, this would be our inventory that we have on hand after we've purchased or after we've sold some of our inventory. So this will be the units, the number of units that we have on hand. This will be the cost price per unit that we actually have on hand. And again, the units times the cost price will give us the total value of the inventory that we have on hand currently. So our question begins on the 1st of January 2016 with beginning inventory, 100 units at a cost price of $20 per unit. Now, this simply means that our last accounting period, we would have closed off with 100 units at $20 per unit. So the ending inventory of the previous period would be our beginning inventory for the current period. So we're going to fill out our form on the 1st of January 2016. The balance that we have on hand, which is our beginning inventory, stands at 100 units with a cost price of $20 per unit, and that's going to give us $2,000 in total. So that's our first transaction. So we're going to go on to the second transaction. This took place on the 17th of January. And we purchased 200 units at a unit price of $22 per unit. So the total cost would be $4,400. Now, the stock that we have on hand is what we had before, which is the 100 units at $20 with a total of $2,000. And the 200 units that we just purchased at $22 per unit with a total value of $4,400. On the 29th of January, we sold 240 units. Now, again, we are using the LIFO method of inventory valuation. So, the last set of inventory that we received would now be the first to go out. So, this would have been the first set of inventory received. This would have been the second set of inventory received. So now we would be issuing stock from the second set of inventory under the LIFO method of inventory valuation. So we're going to sell 240 units. So first we're going to sell 200 units. And then we're going to sell 40 units. So that will make up our total 240. And the price that we sold them at, $40. So the total cost of the first 200 units would be $8,000. And the total cost of the second 40 units would be $1,600. So now the inventory that we have on hand, we already took this entire 200 units and we took 40 units out of this 100 units here. So 100 minus 40, that's going to leave us with 60 units on hand at a cost price of $20, which would give us $1,200 on hand. So moving on to our fourth transaction on the 12th of February 2016. We purchased 400 units at a unit cost of $25 per unit, which gives a total value of $10,000. So now our inventory on hand would be what we had before plus what we just bought. 400, 25, 10,000. Now on the 1st of March, we sold 260 units. Again, this is the first, this is the second. LIFO, we're going to go with the last in. So we're going to take from here first. So we're going to take our full 260 units from the 400. So 260 units, and we sold it at $42 per unit, which gives a total of $10,920. Now our stock that we have remaining is the 60 units because we didn't touch from that. And we took 260 units from the 400 units. So now we are left with 400 minus 260 units, which is 140 at $25 per unit, which gives a total cost of $3,500. Now on the 10th of March, we purchased again 130 units at $26 per unit, which gives a total of $3,380. So now the stock that we have on hand is the 60 units at $20 per unit, giving a total cost of $1,200. We have 140 units at $25 per unit, giving a total cost of $3,500. And we now have what we just purchased, 130 units at $26 per unit, with a total value of $3,380. Now, the last transaction, which is on the 31st of March 2016, we sold 250 units. Again, last in, first out, so we're going to go with the last set of inventory. So this was the first set, this was the second set, and this was the third set. So we're going to start taking from here. Then when we have exhausted these units, we're going to take from here. And then if we need to, we're going to take from here. Okay, so let's go. 250 units. So first we're going to take 130 units. Right? And now we still have to issue 120 units because 250 minus the 130 that we just took will leave us with a balance of 120. So we're going to take 120 from the 140. 120. The cost that we sold it was $45 per unit. So 130 units by $45 per unit gives us $5,850. 120 units by $45 per unit is going to give us $5,400. Now, on hand, we have the 60 units because we didn't take anything from that. So this will remain the same. And we took 120 units from 140 units. So therefore, we're going to have 140 minus 120. And that's going to leave us with 20 units at $25, which is going to give us a total cost of $500 on hand. So the final thing that we're going to do is we're going to tally up our balances. So the total value of our purchases is $4,400 plus $10,000 plus $3,380. And that's going to give us $17,780. Then we're going to add the total value of our sales, which is $8,000 plus $1,600 plus $10,920, $5,850 plus $5,400, and that's going to give us a total of $31,770. And now we're going to total the value of our stock on hand. Our stock on hand, we have these two, so it's going to be $1,200 plus $500, which will give us a total value of $1,700 including stock on hand as at the 31st of March 2016. So thanks for watching. Any questions or concerns or queries, feel free to comment down below, and I'll see you for our next video where we will talk about FIFO.